Hello pilots and welcome back to another X-Wing flight video brought to you by Out of Arc Gaming. Today we have round 4 of the ambush at Alderaan, the penultimate round, and we have another dual faction list coming up. We have 2 separatists on the board, so let's see which one of these quite different separatist lists are going to make it through this match. And joining me to talk about this match, we have...
Hi guys, it's Amy. It's great to be back.
Hey Amy, how you doing?
Hey, good, thanks. Hope you are as well.
I am doing great. I'm looking forward to watching this match with you, especially because you know a little bit more about the Separatists than I do, me being a recent convert to the Clankers faction, whereas you've definitely been with them from the start of them, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, just about. I mean, granted, I don't play them as much as First Order and Empire, but I definitely have played quite a bit of Separatists. They are hugely good fun to fly.
Yeah, the little experience I've had of flying them, they are pretty good. So I'm looking forward to seeing these 2 different lists setting up and going against each other. So on that subject, let's go through the list. So I'm going to run down Alex's list on the left-hand side. So we have the Mandalorian himself. We have Jango Fett in Slave 1 with Outmaneuver, Count Dooku, the Separatist Slave 1 title. And he is supported by his backup band of 5 Trade Federation drones with no upgrades. Just 5 drones, just literally there to get in the way, throw some dice, and probably be an absolute nuisance, as drones are wont to be. They don't even have the grappling struts on them. This is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that is surprising, but even then, the drones are really good for... I mean, they've got 1K turns. They're hilarious. I love them.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a ridiculous dial. But I mean, obviously the reason that Alex doesn't have that on there is that if you were to add on that grappling struts, it would make it 203 points, and I would not have allowed that at the tournament, to be honest. So
it's part of sport.
Yeah. So what have we got going up against Jango and the drones?
So they have got Zam Wessel in the Fire Spray with Lone Wolf, Count Dooku, Seismic Charges, Slave 1 and Boba Fett. And one of my favourite Separatist pilots, slash characters of all time, it's Darth Maul with Hate, General Grievous, Palpatine slash Sidious because it's a flippable card, and the Shemitah title.
Nice. So again, although we have 2 of the same ship, they're definitely set up slightly different. And we've got the Sith Infiltrator in there, which is a cool ship. Don't see it very often now, but it'll be interesting to see how this goes. So 2 larger ships versus 1 medium ship and a swarm.
Yeah.
Where do you think you'd be putting your money at this point for this? Because for me, it seems quite tricky. It's hard to.
It is.
It's hard to get over the fact that swarm, if they manage to stick together and combine their fire down into one of these ships, we could be seeing a lot of pain there.
Yeah, it's quite difficult. I want to say my money's more on Ben than it is on Alex, but saying that, I could quite easily flip that back around because, as you just said, all of those droids together in formation, that's a hell of a lot of firepower. So they're quite scary. Yeah. Even though they're only, 3 hull each with no upgrades whatsoever, you still don't want to go up against a swarm of them.
Yeah, I mean, 3 hull each. They've got 2 red dice, 2 green dice. Again, we said that 1K, the 2 Talon. They've got a good dial. They've got the 1 hard, which is white. So it will be interesting to see what they can do. They've also got their network calculation, which means that they can obviously share their calculate tokens around, so making the most of some of their shots there. But it looks like Django is on the hunt early on there, coming straight down the middle.
Yeah, he's been very brave.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if he slows up a little bit and waits for those droids to catch up with him. But having a look at these two players so far, so this round is actually from table 3 of the tournament rather than the top table. Turns out on the top 2 tables, we had a couple of players that we'd already seen on camera, so we thought we'd mix it up a little to give some other people an opportunity to be on the camera. Alex was at our Salupamide tournament last year and didn't quite make it up to the top table, so he was quite happy to come on and show us what he's got. But these players are currently 2-1 for this tournament. Alex lost his first round, as did Ben, but after that, they've had 2 very solid rounds previously, so it'll be interesting to see which one of these goes 2-2 and which one of these goes 3-1 by the end of this. And those droids are just steaming up that board edge there.
Yeah, they're hugging the edge of the map quite closely there, aren't they?
Yeah. It's almost like they're counting on Zam to try and get round and outflank Django. Obviously, where she's got Lone Wolf, she doesn't exactly want to stick right by Maul. And she's got Dooku for either the force point or the ability to call a result, which is a great ability. I love it, that one, to be honest. Ooh. Some slow play there from Zhao. Interesting. Definitely got that Lone Wolf active. So would you try and take out Django first, or would you try and whittle down those droids a little bit?
I'd say Django.
I mean, that I6 is a big threat there.
Yeah, especially with Dooku on and outmaneuver. That's going to be quite tricky. I mean, droids, as fantastic as they are, once they take hits, like any ship, they go down really, really quickly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think definitely try and do a pincer maneuver, as it looks as what Ben's doing now, to try and take down Django.
Well, I can imagine Django's probably going to want to boost now to get out of possibly... Oh, no. Just taking the focus, not worried about Dooku having a shot there. I mean, you can't understate the fact that Django is I6. That does give him that advantage of being able to know where everything else is on the board. And it would appear we've forgotten about the dice tray here, but that is 2 evades, 1 shield down on Zam, and pulling out Zam's ability. So gaining that target lock. Almost surprised it didn't have the double tap there. Oh no, I think it is the... no, it was the target lock one. And that's 3 hits. And 3 shields on Django straight away there. That's a good first shot.
That is good.
And a range 2 unobstructed from Maul there. So 3 hits. Couldn't see the result, but that is a shield and 2 damage. Wow. Maxing out that damage there. Django is already in a lot of pain. We are 7 minutes in, and Django is half pointed already. That's insane.
Definitely a good call with focusing Django down first.
I think the tricky thing is now to concentrate that fire, just try and stick with him. I mean, that was an ideal opening there for Ben. I mean, I don't think that anybody could have predicted that much damage that early on.
No.
Those droids really need to come in and mix things up a little.
Yeah, they've got to do some form of hard turn to the right to try and get back into the game. And, well, say get back into the game. The game's not really started for them, really, but...
Yeah. I mean, I'd reckon probably a 2 hard coming in. I think a 3 hard would take them just a bit too far down. But I think a 2 hard in would be quite good for them.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think they could possibly as well do a 1 hard. Yeah, they can do a 1 hard.
Yeah. Oh, looks like they are doing that 3 hard there. Okay. It gets them closer in, but I'm just wondering if that's going to put them a bit further down the board than they'd like. Zam has the potential to shoot past now, but Zam and Maul are definitely going to want to try and continue that pincer on Django, so I would anticipate both of those doing hard turns down. Maybe seeing if Maul can get in for a block would be quite interesting.
Yeah, I think Maul could probably get away with maybe, I'd say 2 sharp and sit in between the gas clouds.
Yeah.
Whereas Zam... trying to think of it, really.
I
keep forgetting that they've got front and rear arc.
I think Zam could potentially do a 1 hard. Oh, we're seeing the 2 hard here, so maybe Zam is going for the block with Maul coming round. Interesting, I like it. Now, obviously, we noticed that the drones at the top there, the 2 on the left did the 1 hards. Looks like trying to avoid going over that obstacle later, so to split the obstacle. Doing a little boost, hoping to maybe get a shot out the back there. There's that 2 hard with Maul. Nice. That's a nice kill box there set up. I think it'd be quite tricky for Maul to get out of all of that.
Yeah.
Saying that, down there, if Django does a boost, he's out of Zam's. There we go. Boosting around, getting out of Zam's arc, keeping the arc on Maul. More than likely a range 3 shot there. So yeah, range 3 on Maul, so Django's running a little bit scared. 2 hits. Ooh. So that is 2 shields on Maul early. But regaining a force for hate. Spending the force, 3 hits. Oh, that's the evade he was looking for earlier. Using Dooku to get that 3rd evade. And I think the drones... double tapping there with Maul's ability. And for those of you that aren't so familiar, after you perform an attack, you may spend 2 force to perform a bonus primary attack against a different target. If your attack missed, you may perform the bonus primary attack against the same target instead. So, spending a lot of force to do that, but I think it's worth it. What do you reckon, Amy? Box Django into that corner?
Yeah, let's make things difficult for him.
Yeah, he's starting to get himself into a slightly awkward position. I think Zam could do a one bank round and get in quite a nice arc, make it really hard for Django to dodge that. And if Poole were to do...
I'd say maybe a one bank or even a two sharp.
I think the two sharp would be quite good. Because that way it's white, so no stress. We could do a one hard. It is red, but we kind of got to worry about those drones a little bit. But I think at the moment, probably be okay. I'd say, yeah, definitely a two hard would be quite good from Poole. But I like this game so far. It's quite fast paced. I mean, we're not even 15 minutes in, and we've already seen quite a few dice rolls, which is not always the way at a tournament. Sometimes they can be quite cagey. Sometimes you have to wait about 30 minutes before the first engagement. So
yeah,
and those drones are really booking it in there. I think we're going to see a fair amount of damage on Zam or Poole here from those drones. It'll be interesting to see which one they do decide to target.
Yeah, I can say Poole has taken some damage so far. However, with hate on there, he would regain some of his focus.
Yeah, there is that to consider.
Focus. Taking out some of his force.
Yeah.
Began with an F. I knew what I meant. But
I think when it comes to the firepower, I think Slave 1 is just, although they've both got 3 red dice, Slave 1 can do it front and back, and it's just, I think it's just a better ship. Not saying anything bad about the Infiltrator. It's got an insane dial. It's got all the basic moves. Ooh. That's interesting. I didn't expect that.
Okay. Well, if Poole is going to do the 2 hard,
Still fits in.
Yeah, it still fit in, so
Let's have a look and see what he's dialed in. Oh, going the other way.
okay.
So anticipating those drones coming in. That's a tricky position for him to be in, though.
Yeah.
He's going to get shot a lot. But again, looking back at Zam's got the rear arc, so more than likely going to be catching Django there. And I highly anticipate that next round we'll see a seismic charge being dropped there.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Hoping to catch some of those droids as they zoom through. So range 3 from Django onto Zam. And that looks like 3 hits.
So against 3 evades?
Yes, 3 evades. And spending 2 charges, we're going to get a bonus shot back in at Django. Just the 1 hit, and there's the evades. So Poole is, I assume, going to shoot a blue.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right there in front of you. Why not? So that is spending the calculate. Looks like 1 damage.
It's not too bad. It could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been worse. Will he spend the force and go in? He can spend 2 force and then take a shot at green. I think I'd like that. Yeah, there we go. Spend 2 force. Going to take a shot in at green. Still got that focus. I think you got to spend that focus. Yep, there we go. Ooh, So not quite enough to take him down, unfortunately.
Still good though.
Yeah. Drone shooting back. I'm thinking. Oh, that's good. Showing Maul exactly how to shoot there. Debated spending the calculate. I think at this point, why not? Spending his own calculate. There's another damage in there. Oh, this is painful. This is where large base ships really suffer. They don't like to be shot multiple times. And right now, there's a crit going through there. So blocks the hit, but that's a crit going through. What have we got? And that's a loose stabilizer. So after executing a non-straight maneuver, suffer 1 damage and repair this card. Spending the force, going down to 1 health. And now with a disabled power regulator as well. This is not a good turn for Maul. That Sith Infiltrator is getting absolutely battered. Will be gaining an ion token after each engagement, but unfortunately with 1 health left, I don't think there's going to be much engagement left.
No.
And interestingly, I think Zam only shot once.
Yeah, she didn't double tap, did she?
She did not double tap, so I think that was a missed opportunity there. Obviously, Zam triggered the "you should thank me" to reveal it after you defend. Zam Vessel, Zam Vessel recovers 1 charge. Then you may acquire a knock on the target. Oh no, it was the other one. So much text on here. It was that you'd better be in business. So you may spend 2 charges from Zam Vessel if you do perform a bonus attack against the attacker. So we saw the bonus attack, but we didn't see the regular attack. So we could have potentially seen some more damage there on Django. So that is interesting. We'll see if later on in the game that Ben remembers that it's a bonus attack and not a normal attack and not in place of your attack.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness to Ben, obviously there's a lot of text on those cards, so it is quite tricky sometimes to get everything right, but we do have that seismic charge getting dropped there.
Yep, he called it.
So I think that is most likely to be hitting Django, and looking at where some of those droids are, I think that rock is going to go boom, and if green is in range, we could be seeing a dead green coming here. Ooh, barrel roll. It might get him far enough away. I don't think so, though. So there's a quick little interaction there between Alex and Ben. Unfortunately, it would appear that Ben might have forgotten what crit he actually had on Maul and has dialed in a non-straight maneuver. So that means we're probably going to be seeing the death of Darth Maul in a moment, but we'll have to wait and see what was there. I mean, he's doing a good job of splitting those drones up, though. They are now very much out of formation.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, there we go. So a non-straight manoeuvre dialed in for Poole. So unfortunately, that means he does suffer that final point of damage. So the point swing is now very much in Alex's favour. This is going to be very tricky. Currently 5 drones and Django against Zam. Although getting yourself into a nice position there. Definitely got some target acquisitions there on the drones if she wants, or potentially Django, depending on where he ends up. I don't really think that Django might be able to get out of that side. Yeah. Doing that 3-bang, probably followed up by a 1 forward boost. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Interesting though, do you then risk seeing if you can blow up that gas cloud, causing yourself damage, but then also damaging Django? Is it worth it to lose 1 shield to get another whole point down on Django? I mean, you could take out green.
I think I'd risk it and try and go for Django, considering he's only got 4 hull left. He's range 1 out of the rear arc.
Yeah, would appear that we went the other way, so took that drone out. So 2 hits from Django into Zam. Rerolling for Lone Wolf. And spending the force, so evading on both there. Going to be a range 1 back. It hasn't triggered Zam, so interesting to see what card that will be. Oh, 3 hits, that's not bad at all. That's 3 hits going through. Oh. Now, if Ben had actually blown up that gas cloud, that would be Django gone right now.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. So that's triggering Zam and getting that target lock onto Django there. Obviously needed to rebuild those charges up, so I couldn't double tap. Hit crits. Spend gas cloud? Oh no, spending the focus. That's another hit crit. Conversation there about the text on Zam. Plenty of evades there. I think they were trying to debate whether you get another charge back because you are defending. So the card reads, reveal it after you defend. After you defend, Zam Vessel recovers 1 charge. That's a tricky one. Because it looks like Ben has recovered a charge, but I don't know if that's actually the correct interaction there. I don't know if you recover a charge every time you defend, or just when you reveal the card.
It's got me thinking now.
I mean, if anyone watching the video does know or has access to a reference from the AMG forum that clarifies that, feel free to pop that in the comments, because I'm very interested in that, because if you can recharge more charges for defending multiple times, that is interesting, and that definitely makes me think that Zam probably could do with going up a few more in points. I mean, she's very good. And dropping another seismic charge right now. I'm not sure how effective that one's going to be, but it'd be interesting. Ooh.
Yeah, so even if she doesn't get Django with that seismic charge, might be able to take out a couple more droids.
Yeah, I mean, blue's got one left, so if we can take out blue, that'd be quite good. Cause a bit of damage on. So there's orange, probably going to be doing a barrel roll to try to avoid that. Blue needs to be doing a white or blue maneuver, so I think blue could potentially be taking some damage because there's not a lot of space for him to move after he's done his movement. There we go, so 2 hard, so yeah. We'll be saying goodbye to blue in a moment, I believe. And we could be seeing some damage on yellow as well. That'd be 2 quite effective seismic charges there, I think.
Yeah, that was definitely some really good planning. And charge dropping.
Yeah. I do like seismic charges. They are very good. It's a tough choice as to whether you go with thermal detonators or seismic charges, because I'm also a big fan of the thermal detonators.
I have to admit, I don't use either of them very often. My go-tos for bombs are usually the proximity bombs or cluster mines. They're the only ones that I do tend to use. But I think the more lists I'm building, I'm going to have to use seismic charges a bit more after this.
Yeah.
I've been inspired.
Yeah, I love seismic charges. And that is a great bump there. Django to Zam. So obviously Django's not going to get shot. That's blue gone, yellow taking the damage. Django's not going to have a shot. And Zam, I believe, can catch yellow there. At range 2 as well, so that's not too bad. Maybe can finish yellow off. It's not a great roll. Looks like hit, focus, and blank there. Is it going to be worth spending Dooku? You've got 2 shots coming back in. It's a tough one.
Yeah, I'd say go for it.
No, save Dooku. Evaded there, so I think we're doing the long range shot back in from yellow. So 2 hits, not bad. Lone Wolf. Spending Dooku. I don't know if it was worth spending Dooku there, because you're still going to take. You still should be taking 1 point of damage even with that reinforce, because it can't. The reinforce can't cancel all of it. We are getting the bonus attack here. That was not good. Would appear that Zam still has 3 shields there, which isn't quite right. Zam should just take another shield. Zam should be down to 1 shield, because that reinforce will only. You can't get rid of all the damage with reinforce.
No, I'm wondering if they've maybe forgotten about that shield, that interaction with reinforce, and maybe take the shield off next round. I don't know.
Maybe we'll have to see. But all in all, it wasn't a bad round there for either Alex or Ben. Getting a little bit more damage into Zam there. We've got 1 lonely droid all the way back there that needs to get in quite quickly. And those 2 other droids are closing. They don't have to worry about seismics anymore. Although orange unless it does something quite tricky, is going to probably go over that gas cloud. So not that it's going to have much of a negative effect for it, just taking away the action really, but while we're waiting for the players to pop their dials down, obviously it's a good point to remind everyone that we do have a Patreon here at Out of Arc Gaming, and if you do wish to support the channel, the link for our Patreon is down below. You can support the channel from as little as £2 a month, which will get you a shout out on the next video. Or if you wish, you can go for the £4 option, which will get you your name in the credits for every video while you remain a patron. We would very much appreciate any support you could give us. It will allow us to obviously continue making these videos and hopefully make some even better quality videos in the future. So it looked like Orange decided that it didn't really care about the gas cloud, just went straight for it, bumping into Zam there. But keeping some good arc coverage there with those drones, just being like little gnats picking off shields here and there. Although I say that, they are the ones that took out Poole, so they've definitely earned their 20 points apiece. Ooh.
I think that's a wise move.
Going slow there. Again, trying to catch Django. Ooh, Django pulling up the K-turn.
Okay.
And still getting arc on Zam there, and that will now trigger out maneuvers, so has he got arc?
It's difficult to tell. If this was on TCS, it'd say straight away. There's literally pixels in it all the time, but
I don't think so. Yeah, Django not in arc there, so we're moving on to Zam, who is also looks like not in arc. Wow. That is, well, no, that must be an arc. Clearly not, moving straight onto the droids, so one crit and evaded. That, I'll tell you what, that is impressive that both of those are out of arc. I would not have called that.
No, me neither. I honestly thought Django was going to
get that, yeah.
Get.
Good spend of the focus there. So shame that neither of them could shoot at each other there, but that is the closest arc checks we've probably seen all tournament. And now Django's stressed, so it's going to make it a little bit trickier for him, but Zam's also not really in a great position to capitalise on that, with those drones able to get into good blocking positions there.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that Alex there was hoping that Django was going to get himself into a great position to score a good hit there on Zam, so I can imagine Alex is a little bit disappointed with how that played out. Ben would probably be quite happy with it overall, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. There's a big blocking manoeuvre there from Yellow, I reckon. Need to be doing something fast to miss that, so a 3 bank is probably bumping from Orange. 5 straight from Red. Yeah.
Had to try and catch up.
Yeah, get back in the action there. Now let's have a quick look. What template goes down? Oh, the 3 bank, good. That
You
is
called it.
yeah. I think that was the only. I think the 2-bank would have fit, but the 3-bank was just almost a guaranteed safe option. Taking that focus, hoping most likely to try and take out yellow with a range 1 shot there.
Yeah, that's got to be an arc.
Yeah. I don't think Django's got himself in arc. I think you could try and be really cheeky and go for a range 3 shot on Django if he's in range, but nope, there's the boost, definitely out of range now, head out of arc. So yeah, take out yellow. Start picking off some of those droids there. Four dice at range 1. Dooku calling a crit. Do you spend the focus? You could always spend the Lone Wolf reroll as well. I think if it was me, I'd Lone Wolf that blank.
And then I would as well.
I'd Lone Wolf that blank. If that comes up as a hit or a focus, spend the focus and guarantee. Yeah, there's Lone Wolf. Ooh, I think I'd still spend the focus, guarantee that crit going through. There we go. So spending. Well, it doesn't matter if it spends its own calculator, it's dead anyway. So that's hit crit going through. And it was a direct hit anyway, so
it's a dead droid.
That's good there for Ben. Just cleaning up a little bit whilst he's got Django away. Hit crit from red. So taking a shield there. And is orange sneaking into arc? Don't think so, but recovering a charge there from Zam. Moving that target lock onto red. I reckon anticipating the fact that Django might be doing a bit of a runner at the moment to try and conserve some of those points, because Django is quite an expensive ship. He's 98 points. So trying to conserve those last 49 points that he's got there. Which I think if you're playing casual, it'll probably be a bit different. You'd probably be like, you know what, I'm going to go for it, bring Django back in. But in a tournament where MOV is important, sometimes you do have to conserve that high value piece. Although with just under 34 minutes left on the clock, it'll be quite tricky to try and conserve him all that time. And it just amazes me that we've still got 34 minutes left. This game has been so action-packed from start to finish that it feels like we should only have about 5-10 minutes left, not over 30.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I ever realised how much I enjoy having a droid swarm on the table, because my experience of them is never normally good. Thank you, Amy.
Yep, sorry. My bad.
those darn energy shell charges.
Oh, they're so much fun though. Energy shell charges. Stick the grappling struts on there as well. Turn your droid into a little bit of a turret in the middle of the board. They're just hilarious. Yeah. They're so fun.
I think for me, what also hurt was flying Ayla off the board on that one, but yeah, they are really good fun. They're so cheap, and they're just good fun. So we got range 3 from Zam into red. hoping for some good damage. Yeah, spend Dooku, get three hits, guaranteed one in. Oh, sorry, not guaranteed one because it's range 3, but getting one in there. So it's the start of the slippery slope for red. I think what will be tricky though is if those droids go down and Zam is free just to go for Jango, catching up to Jango could be quite tricky.
Yeah, there's quite a distance between them.
Yeah. So Lone Wolf, and that's Zam's last shield. And we have the double charge, so bonus attack coming in. Oh, these bonus attacks haven't been hitting very hard, unfortunately.
No.
So that is in on red. Adding a hit for Bobber, only target. But 2 evades there. So for those of you that aren't familiar with it, while you pull attack, if there are no other ships in the attack arc, you may change one of your focus results to a hit result. And that is the Baby Boba Fett Gunner card. Quite a nice one there to have if it pans out. So what do you think? Block with one droid to deny the action and then try and see if you can get on the flank a bit with the other droid and cause some damage into Zam?
Yeah, I think that's wise. Definitely wise.
Or maybe hope just to get both shooting. I mean, the combined droid shots seem to have been quite effective recently so far.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh.
Interesting. Definitely aiming more for the 2 shots rather than block and have 1. So let's see. Yeah. So I'm going to have 2 shots coming in. So that's not too bad actually for Alex. He'll probably be quite happy with that.
Looks like Django's Talon roll. I keep forgetting that they can do that.
Yes, it is quite handy. Like on a medium base ship, they've got a fantastic dial. Oh, that is big. Well,
wow.
Oh, do you? I mean, you could spend Bobby. You've got no other ship in art, so spend Bobber.
Be rude not to. It's got to be done.
Looks like he spent Dooku instead, but that is a lot of damage on red. You can just see Alex just piling it down there. I think we might have missed the Bobber trigger there. Instead spending Dooku. Oh, only 1 coming back. And there's the evade. Alex is probably quite happy with that. And getting the charge and getting the target lock.
Still can't believe how fast this game is going and how close the points are as well. I mean, I know it's 30 points, that's essentially 1 ship cost, but
yeah,
considering how expensive Jango is,
yeah,
it's close.
I mean, so Alex's list is 198 points, so there's still 69 points there on the board, 49 of which are Jango and 20 are that droid. And Alex hasn't quite managed to get Zam down to half. 1 more point and she is half pointed. And she is a very expensive ship. She is 103 points on her own. So if Alex does get the half points there, it really swings it back in his favour. But I do reckon, if Django boosts in, he should get a shot there.
Ooh.
So I do anticipate we're going to see at least one more damage coming in to Zam. Double crits. And I think Dooku called a crit as well. Outmaneuver is live, so... Oh, natural evades, perfect. That was absolutely ideal for Zam. And now will Zam one-shot that droid? Got the target lock. Spending that calculate there. No, not spending the calculate. Sorry, didn't have the calculate because of the bump. So that is orange down.
Ooh.
We now have a one-on-one. And this is just too close to call now. I don't know. Yes, Django only has one hole left, but he has the initiative over Zam, but doesn't have a barrel roll though. That's where it gets tricky. If Django had the barrel roll, I'd be very much thinking that he could do this, but I think it's going to be very tricky with just one hit point.
Yeah, agreed.
But stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
We did see Fenrau on one hit point take out essentially a full health Lebo on the channel a couple of weeks ago. And obviously in a tournament setting, it's easy to make a little mistake that can prove costly, so we'll see. But turning in there with Zam, what has Django got for us? Oh, turning away. Django definitely called that right there.
Yeah, just as if... Yeah, Zam is definitely in Django's arc.
Yeah. As I said, I think the tricky thing is now, oh, that's a really good hit. Outmaneuver is also on, so that is definitely going to be a crit going. That's a crit going through there. I think they forgot outmaneuver there.
Yeah, I think they did as well.
I mean, the crit was blinded pilot, so while you perform an attack, you can modify your dice only by spending force. So that means there's no point having a focus. You do have Dooku there with a force point. So will we see that getting repaired? Yeah, I think they missed outmaneuver there, unfortunately. Thing is, the points now, there are 2 points in this. So Alex needs to both play aggressively and defensively at the same time. He needs to arc dodge like nobody's ever arc dodged before and just keep getting that damage in there. Which against any other ship than a fire spray probably wouldn't be too bad, but where they've got the front and rear arcs, it's definitely going to make it trickier, but there's no action going to be here for Zam. Going over that gas cloud. Does she take a strain? Oh, she does.
No, not good.
Oh no. So if Django manages to arc dodge her as well, she'll have no defensive dice if it's within range 2. Did Django pull a hard 2 to the right? Or even a hard one. Oh, that's not so good.
No.
Will Django boost to try and get the gas cloud coverage, but then have no shot, or just take a focus? I think you got to take a focus, haven't you?
Yeah, keep him alive for a bit longer.
Yeah, there's the focus. Because you need to be getting that shot back. That's the thing. You can't. Although you get that gas cloud advantage there. There we go. So 1 dice because range 2. Dooku Cooling and Evade, so just 2 damage. It's getting much closer now.
It is.
Oh, we have Sam go with a bonus.
Yes.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, that's the worst time to just have all focuses. And the regular attack. Just the 1 crit. Dooku Calling and Evade gets it. Oh. So Zam is going to want to obviously try not to go over that gas cloud. Or do you say, you know what, 1 bank, go over that gas cloud, don't really worry about it, and just try to keep Django in arc? Or do you do the 1 hard and hope that Django tries to go really fast?
I'd say the 1 bank.
Yeah. I think otherwise, if Django does a 1 or 2 hard, he will either try and boost to get out, or if he's already out, he won't boost to get in. Oh, this is tense. I'm enjoying this. Oh, going the other way. Did not expect that.
No, I suppose, yeah, you got the rear arc though, at least.
Yeah, got the rear arc. But that is interesting. Do we see... There's the boost. Gets... That's going to be out of range 3, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah, out of range 3. Okay. Giving Zam a bit of a chance to swing around. I think if Zam had done that 1 bank, though, would have had a clear shot in on Django.
Mm.
I mean, Django definitely would have boosted. Well, no, Django had already boosted, so... Oh, that's interesting. But Django's going to have to swing back in hard. Less than 20 minutes to go. Needs to finish Zam off to get that win. And Ben needs to consider repairing Blinded Pilot.
Yeah, that's definitely got to be done.
Well, won't be repairing it this turn, doing a K turn.
Oh, wow. I thought it was flying away to come round so he could repair it, but...
Yeah, I was anticipating a hard turn back down the middle of the board there, to be honest. Oh, Talon.
Okay.
Not sure if that was positioned correctly. With a medium-based ship, when you Talon or barrel roll, you still have to meet... Like, the template still needs to hit that middle line, does it not?
I believe so. I don't tend to use the medium or large ships that can Talon roll. I've only ever done it mainly on the smaller ones.
Yeah.
But it would make sense to do it on those white markers, because obviously it's a bigger base, therefore it's got more space to move. So, yeah, it wouldn't seem fair if that was to happen on medium and large base ships.
Yeah. I mean, I don't anticipate it having a huge effect in the overall game, but let's have a look. Oh, has Ben called that and gone?
Oh, is it just out?
Just out.
This next round could be it then.
Do we go for a gentleman's joust?
I'd say so. It'd be rude not to. You're practically facing each other down.
Yeah, come on. Do a bit of fire spray chicken. Oh, Ben's going for it. Is Alex going straight in? Come on, Alex. You know it makes sense. Do it. Oh. I mean, yeah. For Alex, that does make sense.
Yeah.
Does he?
Ooh.
He might have just. So he's got. Alex does have range 3. Looks like unobstructed range 3. But need to double check if Zam does have Django and Arc. Oh, just the one crit. And calling evade there. Nice. So it was out of arc, so should have been -1 defense dice there again because of outmaneuver. I'm wondering if he took the focus there just purely for the defensive side of it. What we got? Too hard, interesting. Does it land on the gas cloud? No, it doesn't.
Ooh.
Not enough space to boost there, I don't think, though.
No.
Taking the focus. That must be for defense. One bank, yeah. One bank boost, trying to get that range bonus and gas cloud coverage. Closest does look like it's over that gas cloud, so range 3. No outmaneuver this time, so a healthy 4 defensive dice there for. Gonna need them. Going to need all those defensive dice. Oh, gas cloud and focus. Oh, that was close. Oh, spending Dooku actually. Oh, 3 hits. That's good. What does?
No.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Keeping it going. Wow. I thought we'd see the last of Django there. I mean, we know that Django likes flying around obstacles, so. Oh, this is. I mean, it's interesting. I would love to see Zam do a 3 bank in.
I was just thinking that as well. Bank in, try and catch up in. Just looking at the angle of Django, he's got to be doing some form of maneuver to the left.
Yeah. But again, as we said, he needs to keep that arc in. So he could be doing maybe a 2 hard. There's that 3 bank. I mean, he could just do a 1 hard to the right and say, nope, I am not being in front of you.
Yeah, could do.
But no, it is a 2-bank to the left. Even with a boost, that's not going to get him out of arc, but it could get him at range 3. He needs to do that boost, though, to get a shot back. So that's going to be a range 3 shot.
Yeah, range 3.
Yep. Oh, that's not great. And it's evaded.
Oh, God.
And let's have a quick look. Oh, no, remember exam. So we've got the bonus shot. And just double checking if it is obstructed. Got to go closest to closest. Judge coming in with the wrong length ruler. And it is called as not obstructed. So no additional dice there for Django, just the range 3 dice. So remembering he's got the target lock there. Hit crit. And that's Django down.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was a great match.
That was good. It was so tense.
Very much so. I mean, to have 2 ships with the exact same dials, just chasing after each other. I mean, it could either be so tense and entertaining or incredibly boring, but luckily that one was very entertaining. I thoroughly enjoyed that. So well done, Alex. Well done, Ben. Ben taking the win there, extending himself to 3-1. And Alex put himself on 2-2 for the tournament so far, but very well done there, guys. Really good watch there. Amy, again, thank you very much for joining us to commentate that. I hope you enjoyed that double Separatist matchup there.
I did. I loved it. Thank you so much for having me back, and I'll definitely be making some lists with seismic charges. I've been inspired.
Oh, I definitely would agree. They are extremely good, and there's some really nice chassis to put that on. TIE Bomber, where you can put it out in 1 bank, is quite a nice one to do as well.
Yeah, I think I have got a bomber squad, actually.
Everyone should have a bomber squad. Everyone should have a bomber squad.
I have to go look it up now, just to double check that I definitely have got it still.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, what we're going to do there is we are going to wrap up round 4 of the ambush at Alderaan. Keep your eyes peeled. We do have round 5 coming very soon, but make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.